And that ball went off the block.
Oh, and Brittany Hewitt's going, I wish I had that one over again. She had the overpass and just did not attack it with enough aggression.
So credit Caraba. 22-18. Michigan State closing in on the second game. Serving is Weiler. Ball is pushed into the back row just inside the line by Danielson. So it's 22-19.
Just past the outstretched arms of Carly Weiler, this 5'6" junior DS, who's made some, I think, some pretty terrific plays here, both in game 1 and game 2, but could not reach that Danielson tip.
19 serving 22. Ball comes over. Caraba. Emro. Ball is hit by Zlebis. There's Abron. Zlebis again. The ball is blocked back. Save. Abron. That goes out. 22-20. Hawaii has come back to within 2. Could it be they're going to pull one out? Could it be? (22-20). Hawaii has come from behind. They were down by 5, and they have very little wiggle room here. They've got to play superb volleyball to steal this second game, that's for sure. Serving will be Mafua. Knuckleballs it over. Caraba. Emro. Ball is pushed over that time by Abron. Hawaii with the advantage. That ball is hit cross court off Caraba by Danielson. And Hawaii is back to within 1.
Well, Allison Caraba from Michigan State, who has dug 8 balls already tonight, reached for a ball that I thought might have been going out, but she might have thought it touched the block.
21 serving 22. Overpass hammered down. Hammered down by Goodman.
Kayla Goodman, another freshman on the court, contributing.
We are tied at 22. But it's not over yet. Serving is Mafua. Caraba goes to Emro. Ball is hit over by who else? Zlebis. 23-22, Michigan State. Zlebis has played just a fantastic game. Caraba serves dug up by Guy Hui. Mafua. Step and down. Danielson. Dialing 5 again. Tied at 23. Goodman will come back into the game replacing Satele. Weber is also in the front row.
Big front line. Weber at 6'3". Brittany Hewitt at 6'4". Kayla Goodman, 6 feet.
Near the net. Zlebis. That ball goes out. Zlebis cannot be handled. Zlebis with 11 kills now. 11. 24-23. Only way Hawaii can win the second game is to send it into extra play.
Danielson in the back row right now. It'll be interesting to see if Mafua goes to her favorite target or if she goes to one of her front row players like Weber or Brittany Hewitt or Kayla Goodman.
Nicole Peter will serve for the second game. It is out. What a job by Danielson on her knees on the sideline, looking at it all the way.
That's as good as a kill, in my opinion. She got her team a point just through her great court senses.
So we go into extra play. Must win by 2. Serving is Hewitt. Ball is hit down by Rachi.
Rachi's been so steady. Hitting 375 on the year.
Zlebis to serve. Again. Game point. Gets it in. Mafua. Ball hit over by Weber and down. Weber got that by Peter.
Well, that pass was shaky. The set was shaky, and Weber somehow saved the day by bettering the ball and finding a hole in that block.
So serving will be Goodman. Gets it in near the net. Ball is over by Rachi. With it is Mafua. Danielson. (26-25), and now it's aloha ball for Hawaii. Timeout, Michigan State. Or are they going to call a timeout? Apparently not. Goodman serves for the second game. Outside. Ball is hit over by Schatzel. And Hawaii unable to put it together.
I'm surprised that Coach George didn't call a timeout there. This place was erupting because Hawaii had finally jumped into the lead for the first time this game. I guess she's going to save it for later.
Rachi serving. Mafua. Ball is hit over and down. Reaching out that time and with a mistake is Zablis.
And how about Hartong with a one-legged takeoff in front of the setter instead of behind Mafua? Great move by Hartong. Young freshman being asked to perform here. Now Danielson is now rotated back up to the front.
Weber serving. Ball goes outside. Ball is pushed over and down by Schatzel. Getting it down in front of Goodman. Goodman was slow to react that time. Tied at 27. We continue. Game 2. Hawaii winning the first game 25-18. Serving will be Emro. Long. Hawaii with another chance. Aloha ball for the Wahine. Hewitt comes in to the middle along with Danielson and along with Mafua.
And Michigan State with fresh players in the front row, Kuipers and Dentlinger.
Ball comes in. Ball is in the air by Zlabis. Hit over. And again, it is Schatzel. Schatzel get it down in front of Hewitt.
Kuipers and Dentlinger both went for the fake there. And they go to the outside to Schatzel.
Tied at 28. Serving will be Schatzel. Way long. Michigan State starting to feel the pressure, perhaps.
This is feeling a little bit like a Wimbledon tennis match. And we should come back in 2.5 days and watch the end of it.
That would be something. Serving is Mafua. Another opportunity for the second game. Mafua gets it over. They go to Zlabis. And Zlabis able to do it again. Karaba will go back to serve.
Zlabis with her 12th kill.
Karaba. That ball dug up, waiting for it. Mafua. Hewitt blocked back. That ball is saved by Weber. They go outside. Goodman. That's in the air. They go cross court. Zlabis.
Boy, she was staring right into the eyeballs of Brittany Hewitt, Hawaii's best blocker, and she just challenged her one-on-one, hit high off her hands. What a clutch performance. 13 kills now.
Karaba serving for the second game. Michigan State has played their hearts out here. They have held off Hawaii time and time again. Now they can win the second game.
You might say the momentum has swung to the team in green and white.
You could say that, but then people would hit you. Karaba gets it in. Kaihoi, Mafua, Danielson. Danielson hits that off of Detlinger.
Another little wrinkle in Hawaii's offense with Danielson coming behind the quick set, hitting a little two-set behind Mafua.
Danielson to serve. Danielson gets it in. Karaba. They go again. This time it goes around, Caraba gets it across. So Zlabis didn't get the point. And the ball is hit over by Danielson. She did get the point. 31 for Hawaii, 30 for Michigan State, and another opportunity for Hawaii. Michigan State is going to go to Zlabis. Ball comes over, Zlabis, Emro. Hawaii with the opportunity here. Ball hit by Danielson. That goes to Emro, to Zlabis, a little touch, and Zlabis has great court vision, very much like Danielson. At that time, she just pushed it over, saw the open part of the court, and got it to go, and we're tied at 31.
It was a great move because Zlabis has been hitting high and hard, sending the defenders deep into the recesses of the Stan Sheriff Center, and all of a sudden, right when the game is on the line, she comes up with a tip like that, just over the block. Very heady play by the junior from Wheaton, Illinois. Speaking of Illinois, boy, they come up with an upset today over Texas.
Serving is Detlinger. Ball hit. That's dug up by Caraba, chased down by Embro. Ball comes over, but there is Mafua. Late, Kaihui. Emro with the dink, and it works.
To be a left-handed setter who's 6'1", on a 7'4" net. She just goes up and just taps it right down. Great play by Emro.
Now Michigan State back up on top. Now Michigan State can win the second game that is lasting for a long, long time. Serving is Detlinger. Kaihui, Mafua, Weber hits it into the block. Waiting for it was Embro. Embro gets the block. Michigan State fights off. Game point after game point after game point, and they finally win it 33-31. Credit the Spartans.
The first couple of sets, Danielson getting cooled off right there. And you see her hitting on the right. You see her tipping the ball deep. You see her scuff blocking Abram. You see her hitting out of the back row. Kanani Danielson does it all. And Becca Zlabis, what a night she's had. 14 kills, only 1 error. Hitting from the left. Hitting down the line. Then she hits cross court. Then she hits down the line again. I think she's got a tip shot coming up here somewhere. There it is. There's a tip shot. Becca Zlabis giving Dave Shoji and staff all kinds of problems.
Zlabis really set the offensive pace. As you look at Kanani Danielson, they are talking to her, and of course she is tended to every long time out on that bench for just having her cool off.
She has temperature issues, sort of inner air conditioning cooling issues. So she gets lots of water put on her. She has actually an ice jacket she puts on to keep her body temperature cool.
So the Spartans against the Rainbow Wahine. Hewitt, I think, really got taught some lessons in that second game, especially from Zlabis. They went a lot of one-on-ones with each other. See if Hewitt can respond here in this third game. Mafua. And hitting the ball off the block is Danielson. So Hawaii leads 1-0.
There's an exclamation point. Oh, and here's a new player, Christiana Tuaninga.
Tuaninga from Carson, California will come in to the game.